Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Marianne. In this video we'll be working on upcycling pieces to just give your kitchen a little zhuzh. So if you wanna see more of these videos, kindly consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, feel free to share with a friend, family, and let's get into this video. So basically this is what we need for our upcycling project. So first and foremost, what we're gonna start with is this. These are just your basic matchboxes. I like to use Kifaru. And this is the MacCoffee brand. This brand, MacCoffee. So this is what I've just upcycled. Once the coffee was over, I decided this was too pretty to throw away, because previously I was throwing away these bottles, but I just realized that I'm contributing to waste and I want to be more eco-friendly and also just use the beautiful things that people sat down and created and designed. And this looks way better than putting my matchboxes in my display as this. I find this tidier and cleaner. So first things first, this came with a cover like this. So what you need to do is try and remove the peel off, the tag. Sometimes you can just peel it off like this. So you just try and peel off as much as you can. So what can't come off, you're going to use some hot water and like a dishwashing scrub, or just something that won't leave marks on the bottle, because you see how clean this is. I did the same process. I like peeled off the cover, the label that was on here, cleaned it with, I did the same process, like remove then what was stuck, because it remained like this, I used hot water and just this with soap and hot water, and you're good to go. So let me show you how I made this. I did that process of scrubbing, and then after that I cleaned it, because of course it did have coffee in it. So I cleaned it, I let it dry, and then I took my matchboxes, which I graciously poured into this. And so we're gonna do the same thing. So you just take the matchboxes and you take the matchsticks, sorry, and just put them in the jar. And by doing this, you also come across things that are just not matchsticks, so you throw that away. I don't need this anymore, so I'm gonna discard it. So what I need is this, because I need it to strike the match stick. I don't need the whole portion, so what I do, I just cut it out. I cut out the part that's meant for striking. I just follow the lines. I cut out this other part. So I don't need this, so I throw them away. What I'm left with is this, which I'll use. So what I do is, you can decide to place it here and stick it with some sellotape or double-sided tape like this. And then what you do is just when you open the lid, you strike your match. But I didn't feel like that was a pretty good idea because this is plastic. So in the beginning, I used to place it here, but then I didn't find it presentable, and also I just liked the idea of the mystery of where this part would be. So what I did instead is I decided to place it down here. And so underneath, inside the bottle, are the extra pieces of this. Once this runs out, like I feel it's becoming old, what I do, I just remove it and then I place a new one on top. So this is just so simple. I'm gonna show you how it works. Take this. Do you see? Yeah, you have strike your match. So we're gonna remove this because it's a bit old. We stick the new ones. So I'll take my tape. Oh, I really hate it when you have to look for the start of the tape. Here it is. So what I do, I just cut the same length as this. So this is, if you don't have double-sided tape, another alternative is you can just place this there and then take it round again, then cut it a bit longer. Just do that, then it becomes double-sided tape. But for this, double-sided tape is just usually way stronger and more durable than sellotape. Sellotape, I feel like it's not as strong, especially to tolerate the friction. And that's it. Stick it down here. And also I just like the mystery, like someone looks at it like this, and if they don't know where the part for striking where your matchbox is, like for them to strike, like I think you can spend a few seconds or minutes trying to figure it out, because of course the first thing you're gonna do is open this and check and see there's nothing. So I think by the time you think of looking at the bottom, you've really quite spent some time. I also think this is a good way for someone who has kids, because I know children like playing around with matchsticks and matchboxes, so this is just a cool way of ensuring that they don't easily figure out where you put this matching stripe. So this is just dried rosemary that I used the Nescafe container for coffee, which I'm also gonna clean using some hot water, because this will not come out more than how far we've removed it. So we're gonna do that with you guys, but later in the video. The next thing I want to show you that I upcycle is this soy sauce. So instead of throwing this away, I decided to use it to put my cooking oil, because cooking oil, it was a bit difficult for me to keep using this. You see how big it is? It's the 3 liters. So this is too bulky for me when cooking. So just to make my life easier, I decided to use the soy sauce bottle. And I did the same thing, like I cleaned out the label that was on there, and cleaned it inside so that all the soy sauce is gone. Once it was dry, I poured in my cooking oil. This bottle has a place where you can just remove this and put the oil, then return it, and it really makes sure that you don't put too much oil in your food. I hope you can see the holes. Yes, it's focused. So this to me is a pretty good hack. And also another thing is that that Elianto bottle could not fit in my shelves, open shelves. So it's just easier for me to display this on my shelves. It's not that tall of a bottle, and also it's just more presentable. So I really like this. And probably in future I'll invest in labels, so maybe when I'm using cooking oil or I'm using olive oil, I can know what oil is what. So that's something I'll work on in the future. Once I do, I will update you guys. This is still the MacCoffee jar, which I now put my cubes in. I really love how it looks. I love MacCoffee. Like, they really design their bottles are really pretty. I like the aesthetic of their bottles. I think I love this more than the Nescafe design of the bottle. So yeah, this is something that got over, and I just decided to upcycle it. The other thing I'm upcycling is this, which is hand wash. Then once it was over, I just decided, because I liked the shape of the bottle, so I decided to just upcycle it, and I removed the sticker that was on it with the label of the brand, and then all I do is just put my dishwashing liquid, and that's it. So I prefer this because it has a pump, so it's easier for me to just use it when I'm cleaning my dishes, or when I want to wash my hands once I'm done, or when I'm cooking. This is just easier and faster for me than using a container like this, which is, I don't know, I find it a bit hard to just move fast with this kind of opening. I don't know. I really like the bottle itself, but I just don't find it convenient when washing my dishes. So this is pretty, I like it. It's really pretty. I may work on spray painting it so it's not that clear, or I may leave it as is. I'll just see once I'm done with making over the kitchen. So you guys can check out and see what I decide to do with this. So let me try and show you guys how to remove this. I had boiled some water. As we wait for it to kindly to be a bit warm. The other option is you can decide to put your oil in this bigger bottle. But this, I have plans to do something else. I don't think I'll put cooking oil in this, but I'll think about it once this is over. But I really like soy sauce just because it has that opening. Like, I really like it, because you know you can do this with a wine bottle, but the problem is, how do you control the amount of oil that spills or while you're cooking? Like, how do you control it? Because it's still a large mouth. So this for me is more convenient. So we're gonna practically try and see how to get the label out. So I put some soap, and I'll be using, let's put some, because ideally you're supposed to soak, you can opt to soak this in some hot water, but usually I just use the hard side of the sponge and just scrub. And you can see, like, it's coming out. So it's not something that will take you so long to achieve. And this is just something I know most of you could have in your houses. If you're a lover of coffee, I'm sure, or maybe there are things that you buy that come in some glass. You can always upcycle and give that glass new life. And that's how we can keep our environment clean. We live in an eco-friendly world where we just upcycle what we have and give it new life. So you can see how quickly this is working out. The power of hot water. See how quick that was. See. just a few seconds and it's clean. So we are left with this side, which we'll definitely get rid of, and this was a bit tough. Sometimes you can try and see if you can use a pear, like a knife, to just give you a head start. Sometimes they're a bit, it's a bit tricky. See, with a knife I'm managing to get the label out. So this is not something so hard to do. It's just something that requires you to have a bit of patience. The rest of this is it's becoming a bit hard to remove, so we'll just have to go ahead and use hot water to get it out. Add a bit more hot water. I just love how the hot water works so fast. You can see how clean this is. It no longer has the glue that comes with the bottle. I left this for last thinking that it would be easy because it's just a keb sticker. Okay, so still need the knife to help me out. Yeah. I think the water is no longer as hot. Let me pour in some hot water. Just maybe add a bit of soap. And sometimes this just comes out with time, like every time you wash it, more and more of the sticker just leaves. I don't know what type of glue Kebs is using, but whoa. This isn't as easy as the label. Out. So you guys can see it's all gone. Such an easy project. Very, very easy way of upcycling what you basically have in the house and giving it a new life. It's all about you using your creativity and just making beautiful things that once people are in your kitchen, they're definitely gonna be curious to know what's going on, and you're just spreading the message. Stay eco-friendly, reuse, upcycle. And we're done with our video for this week. I hope you guys can tag me in your photos. Try and make the same things or better. If you have any suggestions, feel free to share. I can try out some new DIYs. Subscribe, like my channel, follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram, Malkia Roberts. Until next time.